After age 70, 7 signs your liver is crying for help. Many people only find out when it is far too late. Did you know that the liver is one of the few organs in the body that can be seriously damaged with almost no pain? That is why so many people only discover they have liver disease when it has already reached an advanced stage. Unlike the heart or the stomach, the liver does not have many nerve endings that sense pain. This means that even if your liver cells are being damaged over months or years, you might still feel completely fine. After the age of 70, the risk of developing liver diseases tends to increase. It is not just because of age. It is also because many people have lived for years with high blood pressure, diabetes, high cholesterol, or have used medications for a long time. Additionally, non-alcoholic fatty liver disease is becoming increasingly common among seniors in the United States. The good news is that if caught early, many liver conditions can be managed and slowed down through proper treatment, lifestyle changes, and regular monitoring. In today's video, we will explore 7 warning signs that your liver might be sending a cry for help, signs that many people often ignore. Sign number 1. Your body is constantly exhausted even with enough rest. You get your 7 or 8 hours of sleep. You are not doing heavy labor. But when you wake up in the morning, you still feel sluggish. Walking just a few steps makes you feel like you have run out of steam. By the afternoon, all you want to do is lie down. This is one of the most common signs of declining liver function. The liver is the body's metabolic hub. Almost everything we eat, drink, and absorb is processed by the liver. The liver helps convert nutrients into energy. It filters out toxins, it synthesizes proteins, it stores vitamins and performs many other vital functions. When the liver is working inefficiently, the body's process of creating and using energy is affected. A person may feel a persistent lack of vitality. The tricky part is that this fatigue often feels very vague. There is no sharp pain, there is no fever, there are no obvious symptoms. Because of this, many people assume it is just a natural part of getting older. Or perhaps they just did not sleep well. Of course, fatigue can be caused by many things like anemia, heart disease, thyroid issues, or insomnia. But if this feeling lasts for several weeks without improving, especially when combined with other signs in this video, you should proactively check your health. Do not let your body keep sending signals while you look the other way. Sign number 2. Loss of appetite or feeling full faster than usual. Have you noticed that you are eating less than before? It is not because you are trying to lose weight. It is simply because food does not seem appetizing anymore. Some people feel full after just a few bites. Others see their favorite meal and find they have no desire to eat it at all. The liver plays a crucial role in digestion and the metabolism of fats. When the liver is not working properly, this process can be disrupted. You might feel bloated easily, you might have indigestion, or simply a lack of appetite. If this continues, your weight may start to drop. This is especially concerning for seniors, because unintentional weight loss often leads to muscle wasting. Losing muscle increases the risk of falls, reduces mobility, and hurts your overall quality of life. Some people even feel slight nausea in the morning or after eating a greasy meal. They might think it is just a simple digestive upset, when in reality, the liver could be struggling. If you experience a persistent loss of appetite for several weeks, especially with fatigue or unexplained weight loss, talk to your doctor. Do not just try to force yourself to eat more without finding out why. Sign number 3. Bloating, indigestion, or a heavy feeling in the upper right abdomen. Many older adults frequently complain that everything I eat makes me bloated. I eat very little but still feel uncomfortable. My stomach always feels heavy. These symptoms are often blamed on the stomach or acid reflux. However, sometimes the root cause lies in the liver. The liver is located in the upper right side of the abdomen, just below the diaphragm. When the liver is inflamed or enlarged, some people may feel a heaviness or discomfort in that area. This sensation is usually not a sharp or agonizing pain. It feels more like a dull pressure or like something is weighing you down. Sometimes it only appears after a meal or after sitting for a long period. In addition, patients may experience chronic bloating and indigestion. The important thing is that these symptoms are very easy to mistake for common digestive issues. If you have adjusted your diet and followed common advice but the discomfort persists or worsens, consider checking your liver function. Do not just focus on the stomach and forget about another vital organ. Sign number 4, skin or the whites of your eyes begin to turn yellow. This is one of the signs that almost everyone has heard of. However, many people mistakenly believe that the skin only turns yellow when the liver has completely failed. In reality, this change can happen very gradually and subtly. At first, you might not notice anything unusual yourself, but a family member might ask, "Why do your eyes look more yellow than usual lately?" Or, "Why does your skin look a bit sallow or yellowish?" If you look closely under natural light, the whites of the eyes are often the first place the change appears. This happens because when the liver is not working efficiently, bilirubin, a byproduct of breaking down old red blood cells, is not processed and excreted properly. When bilirubin builds up in the blood, it can cause the skin and eyes to turn yellow. This condition is known as jaundice. It is important to remember that jaundice is not always caused by liver disease. Gallstones, bile duct blockages, certain blood disorders, or other causes can also trigger it. But no matter the cause, this is a sign that needs medical evaluation. Do not assume that just taking liver supplements or changing your diet is enough. If you or a loved one notices an unusual yellowing of the skin or eyes, see a doctor as soon as possible. Sign number 5, dark urine and pale colored stools over a long period. Many people focus on their lab results, but they rarely pay attention to the color of their urine and stool. Yet, these are 2 daily signals the body provides. If you are drinking enough water but your urine is consistently dark yellow, brown, or the color of tea, do not ignore it. This can happen when bilirubin is being excreted through the urine more than usual. At the same time, some people notice that their stool is lighter in color, looking like clay or grayish white. This can be related to bile not flowing into the intestines normally. The liver produces bile. Bile helps digest fats and gives stool its characteristic brown color. When the flow of bile is blocked or the liver is struggling, the color of the stool can change. Of course, the color of urine and stool is also affected by food, medication, and hydration levels. But if the change lasts for several days, especially if accompanied by jaundice, itching, or fatigue, get it checked out. Do not just try to drink more water and hope everything goes back to normal. Finding the cause is always the priority. Sign number 6, persistent skin itching without an obvious cause. Do you often feel itchy even though there is no rash? You have changed your soap. You have used moisturizer. You have even taken allergy medication. But the itch keeps coming back. This can be a lesser-known sign of liver disease. When the flow of bile is affected or certain substances build up in the body due to poor liver function, a person can experience persistent itching. What is unique is that in many cases, the skin looks almost completely normal. There is no rash. There are no hives. But the person feels extremely uncomfortable. The itching is often worse at night. Some people scratch until their skin is raw. Some lose sleep because of the itch. Many people think the cause is just dry weather or old age. In the meantime, the liver could be sending a warning signal. This does not mean that every itch is liver disease. Itching can also be related to kidney disease, thyroid issues, allergies, or dermatological conditions. But if the itch lasts for weeks, does not improve with standard treatments, and comes with other symptoms like fatigue, yellow eyes, or dark urine, you should talk to your doctor. Do not just treat the symptom while ignoring the root cause. Sign number 7, easy bruising or bleeding that takes longer to stop. Have you ever looked down at your arms or legs and seen bruises, but you cannot remember bumping into anything? Or does even a small scratch take quite a long time to stop bleeding? Many people assume this is just because the skin gets thinner with age. It is true that as we get older, skin becomes thinner and blood vessels underneath are more fragile. However, if bruises are appearing more frequently or bleeding lasts longer than usual, you should not take it lightly. The liver is responsible for producing many of the proteins needed for blood clotting. When liver function declines, the body may produce fewer of these clotting factors. As a result, blood has a harder time clotting, and bruises can appear more easily. Some people might also notice bleeding gums when brushing their teeth, frequent nosebleeds, or small wounds that take a very long time to stop bleeding. Of course, these symptoms can also be related to blood thinners, vitamin deficiencies, or many other causes. But if they are happening more often than before, especially alongside other signs mentioned in this video, you should see a doctor. Do not just dismiss it as a normal part of aging. Silent habits that harm the liver after age 70. Many people believe that only those who drink heavily get liver disease. In reality, many daily habits can also impact the liver. The first mistake is self-medicating for long periods. The liver is the organ that metabolizes most medications. Using pain relievers, herbal remedies, supplements, or products of unknown origin without a doctor's guidance can increase the risk of liver damage. Do not assume that just because something is natural or herbal, it is automatically safe. Some natural products can still harm the liver if used incorrectly. The second mistake is eating too many highly processed foods. Fast food, high-sugar snacks, sodas, and foods high in saturated fats contribute to the risk of fatty liver disease. Today, non-alcoholic fatty liver disease is becoming one of the most common liver conditions in older adults in America. The third mistake is a sedentary lifestyle. The liver and the body's metabolism are closely linked to physical activity. Sitting too much, not walking, and long-term weight gain can increase the accumulation of fat in the liver. The fourth mistake is not managing diabetes and high cholesterol well. High blood sugar and lipid disorders do not just affect the heart, they can also lead to liver damage. Finally, skipping regular checkups. Many liver diseases do not cause symptoms in the early stages. Only through blood tests, ultrasounds, or proper screenings can a doctor detect abnormalities early on. How to protect your liver after age 70? The good news is that the liver has an amazing ability to recover if cared for properly. The first step is maintaining a healthy weight. Even a modest amount of weight loss for those who are overweight can significantly improve fatty liver conditions. Second is eating a balanced diet. Increase your intake of leafy greens, appropriate fruits, whole grains, fish, and high-quality protein sources. Limit sugary drinks, ultra-processed foods, and saturated fats. Third is regular physical activity. It does not have to be intense. Walking, light cycling, tai chi, or exercises suited to your fitness level can all provide great benefits. Fourth is avoiding self-medication or unregulated supplements. Before taking any product for a long time, consult your doctor or pharmacist. Fifth is limiting or avoiding alcohol, especially if you already have liver issues or your doctor has advised against it. Lastly, get regular health screenings. If you have diabetes, high blood pressure, obesity, or high cholesterol, monitoring your liver function as guided by your doctor is even more critical. Summary: the liver is the body's chemical plant. Every day, this organ performs hundreds of vital functions to sustain life. Regrettably, the liver often suffers damage silently for a long time without causing obvious symptoms. Today, we have looked at 7 warning signs that the liver might be in trouble. Persistent fatigue, loss of appetite or feeling full quickly, bloating and discomfort in the upper right abdomen, yellowing of the skin or eyes, dark urine and pale stools, persistent skin itching with no known cause, easy bruising or bleeding that is hard to stop. If you notice one or more of these signs persisting or becoming more noticeable, do not self-diagnose or delay seeing a doctor. Early detection always makes treatment more effective and can slow the progression of many liver conditions. Thank you for watching this video until the end. If you found today's information helpful, please share this video with your family and friends, especially those over 60 or 70, so more people can recognize the early warning signs of liver disease. Do not forget to like, subscribe to the channel, and turn on the notification bell so you do not miss our next videos on senior health. Disclaimer: the content in this video is for informational and educational purposes only. It is not a substitute for professional medical advice, diagnosis, or treatment. If you have unusual symptoms or an underlying medical condition, please visit a healthcare facility for an examination, testing, and appropriate treatment.